Hello guys, Coach Carroll here with SportsBanter38, and thanks for watching. And what we're going to do right now is our NFL preview for week number 1, and it actually started last night with Atlanta going to Philadelphia. Philadelphia ended up holding on and winning that game 18-12. Matt Ryan was 21 of 43 for 251 yards. And Julio Jones had 10 receptions for 169 yards and no touchdowns. Nick Foles also didn't have any touchdowns, 19 of 34 for 117 yards. Jaya had 15 carries for 62 yards and 2 touchdowns. Of course, like I said, Julio Jones, 10 receptions, 169 yards, and 0 touchdowns. It's kind of picking up from the theme from last year where he had 1,400 yards, over 1,400 yards receiving and only 3 touchdowns. I know that well because I had him on my fantasy team, and that was a pretty big disappointment. Anyway, both of these teams were moving the ball actually pretty good for the most part. They just couldn't seem to punch it in. Philadelphia actually got their offense going a little better in the second half, in large part because Atlanta had a few key injuries on defense, and that really hurt them pretty bad. One note, I know that everybody knows the Eagles won the Super Bowl last year. Their defensive backs and their pass defense, it's just great. Julio Jones, of course, had his, but other than that, they pretty much shut Atlanta's passing game down. And their defense, their DBs were Johnny on the spot with the knockdowns. Anybody who watched the game knows that. And with that, Philadelphia 18-12 will be moving on through these games. I'm not going to go into a big analysis because I'm going to basically mention every game, but I will give a pick for each game. Just simply because I'm not trying to have a video that's 30-45 minutes where I do analysis on all 15, 16 games, however many it is. Anyway, moving on, we got Pittsburgh and Cleveland. Everybody knows what's going on with Pittsburgh with Le'Veon Bell. He's actually got teammates speaking out on his contract issues, and they're not very happy with him. And team turmoil going into the first game, going to Cleveland. Actually, I'm favoring Cleveland because defensively, Cleveland is actually pretty good. And a lot of what Pittsburgh does carries off of the running game. So I actually believe Cleveland's going to get the upset. Score-wise, I don't see a whole lot of points being scored in this game. I'm going to go 24-17. Moving on, we got Cincinnati going to Indianapolis. Andrew Luck's coming back. This will be his first game back. And in this game, I will be taking, not quite sure. I think I'm going to go, actually I'm going to go Cincinnati. I don't think Andrew Luck's quite ready yet. It's yet to be seen. But I'm going to go with Cincinnati 27-21. Moving on, we got Tennessee going to Miami. Tennessee always goes to Miami and plays well. I believe they'll do so this time also. And I'm going to say 34-17 Tennessee. We got San Francisco going to Minnesota. San Francisco's running back McKinnon is out for this game. I'm not sure if he's out for the season or not. I feel like that will hurt the 49ers. Minnesota has a really good defense. I'm going to say Minnesota wins this game 27-12. I think San Francisco will kick field goals. I don't see them getting in the end zone. Go to Houston versus New England. Houston will be going to Foxborough. I'm going to pick New England 31-24. I believe Houston will be able to put some points on the board. New England will be able to put a little more on the board with Tom Brady. Even though Edelman will be suspended, I don't think it'll matter. Tom Brady always figures out a way to get it done. Then we'll go from Tampa Bay going to New Orleans. I feel like that's a tough division. Drew Brees has a lot of weapons with Kamara and some of the receivers around him. I can see New Orleans winning this game pretty handily. and I'm going to say 38-13. I feel like it'll get away from Tampa Bay. Then we're going to go from Jacksonville going to the New York Giants, and two good defenses. This has potential to be an ugly game, I think, and I think it will be an ugly game. And I'm going to go with Jacksonville 17-13. Moving on, Buffalo going to Baltimore. Nathan Peterman will be starting for Buffalo. He is not very good. He has not been playing very good in his games. So I am going I'm going Baltimore winning this game 31-7, or somewhere along that stretch, 31-7 or so. Like, I just don't see Buffalo doing very well this week against Baltimore. Moving on, we got Kansas City going to the Chargers, and I believe I'm not sold on Delhomme, so I'm actually going to go with the Chargers, which I think the Chargers are going to be a pretty good team this year, so that's not too much of a stretch. I'm going to go with the Chargers, and I feel like they're going to be able to put points on the board, and this might be one of them where a team runs wild. I'm going to say Chargers 42 to Kansas City 17. You know, I'm going to give them 42-17. Then we're going to go to Seattle going at Denver. Either one of these teams, I don't know, up or down this year. I'm not really sure. I feel like this game is a toss-up. A good defensive battle, but I see Denver winning this game, and like I said, it's not going to be a lot of points. I'm going to say 13-10 Denver. Then we're going to go Washington at Arizona. Once again, you know, Alex Smith will be quarterbacking Washington. I feel like he can win this game. I'm going to say 21-17 Washington over Arizona. Then we got Dallas going to Carolina. This should be a good game in the first week. I'm actually going to say Dallas goes to Carolina and gets the win with Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. Look for Ezekiel Elliott to have a 100-plus rushing game and maybe score a couple touchdowns. I'm going to say Dallas wins 27-17. Going from Chicago at Green Bay. Khalil Mack really isn't going to be going full throttle just yet. Had he been going full throttle for this game, I would have said Chicago with the upset. But since that is not the case, I'm going to go with Green Bay winning this game. I think Jimmy Graham catching balls from Aaron Rodgers is going to be big. And I'm going to say Green Bay wins this game 24-14. Moving on to New York Jets at Detroit. Detroit at home, Matthew Stafford. I believe Detroit wins this game 28-24. I feel like Sam Darnold and the Jets will be able to stay in the game a little bit. Moving on to the last game, we got the LA Rams going to the Oakland Raiders. I got the LA Rams big in this one. I'm going to say the Rams 38, the Raiders 21. Getting rid of Khalil Mack was not a good idea. I feel like there's a little bit of turmoil in the locker room in Oakland. I actually picked Oakland to win their division, but now with everything that's transpired the last couple of weeks, I kind of am second guessing that pick, but it is what it is. I got the Rams winning this game, and with that concludes the Week 1 preview. I hope everyone enjoys the games this week, and I look forward to getting back with everybody on another video. Anyway, guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's start getting some dialogues on these videos. Maybe I'd like to get 25 likes on this video. If we could do that, that would be great. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, enjoy your weekend. I am Coach Carroll. This is SportsBanter38, and I am out.